Hopefully you'll be able to hear me, because I don't know how I can talk about Star Wars in one place. So I might be moving over here. I will just try to be loud. If you can't hear me, wave your hands or something, or otherwise, I won't know. How many of you have not seen the 3 original Star Wars movies? Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back? Okay, good, just a few. Okay? Gonna see if we can work the technology. Okay, that's me. There's Star Wars. We know you're at least familiar with the logo, right? Okay. Are you familiar with these guys? Okay. Just a refresher course. Okay. The guy without the mask is Luke Skywalker. He's the good guy. The guy with the mask, the helmet, is Darth Vader. He's the bad guy. And their relationship is, does anybody know? Father and son. Very good. Hey, I even got a raised hand from the teacher in the back. That's awesome. Yes, father and son. But Luke Skywalker does not know that Darth Vader is his father until, well, you'll find out. Okay, so now you know everything you need to know to get started. And the rest of you will just already know this, and we'll move on. When Jeff asked me to do this talk about how we're not all good or all bad, we're really a combination of both, using the Star Wars story. First of all, I was really excited. Second of all, I was really nervous. And I thought, one of the first things I need to do is go back and find that moment where Luke realizes that there is good in Darth Vader. I was a little sketchy on that. It's been a while since those movies came out. But I did find it, and you'll get to see it. But I'm going to set it up for you first. So here we are. This is the second movie, The Empire Strikes Back. And Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker have just had this epic lightsaber battle, and they're out on this platform. And Darth Vader says to Luke, "Did Obi-Wan Kenobi tell you about your father?" Luke says, "Yeah, he told me you killed him." And then the reveal of all reveals. I was actually in the theater watching this, and my mind just exploded. Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father." That's what I said. Only maybe a little bit louder. And then he says, "Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy as father and son." And Luke, he sat there and he went, "You know, this relationship's moving a little too fast. Not really feeling the love here. I mean, you did just cut off my hand. Doesn't endear me to you a whole lot. So I think I'm going to pass." Okay, you can fact check me on that. You can go back and look in the movie and see if that's exactly what he said. But he basically said no. He dropped down into the tunnel, as you can see here, and then he was picked up by his friends in the Millennium Falcon, and they fly off trying to get to safety. And Darth Vader is watching all of this happen, which brings us to this clip.
"Father, son, come with me."
I know, so what? Not really a big moment in the movie. In fact, if you look for this on YouTube, you can't find it. I don't know how Jeff managed to find it for me, but he did. It's not one of the big dramatic moments, but it's a huge turning point for Luke. Because in that moment, Darth Vader, through the Force vibe thing that he sent out to Luke, shows his heart to Luke. And Darth Vader gets to experience, Luke gets to experience the heart of Darth Vader. And he sees that even in all of that evil and darkness, there's still good in the most evil man in the entire galaxy. And he thinks, I don't even know what to do with that. How does that even fit in with what I know about the Force? Is this even possible? So we got to figure out what the Force is. So all the way back, in the original Star Wars movie, and then in the middle one, The Empire Strikes Back, we've got Ben Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's the guy with the lightsaber, and Yoda, he's the green guy. And they teach Luke about the Force. So Obi-Wan teaches him that the Force is this energy field that connects all living things. And there's a good side, and there's a bad side, the dark side. And you definitely don't want to do the dark side. Oh, and by the way, Darth Vader's the one who killed your father. So that's why it's such a big reveal for Luke, because he didn't know. And then he meets Yoda, in the second movie, in The Empire Strikes Back. And Yoda teaches him about the dark side. He says, anger, fear, aggression, those are the path to the dark side. Once you start down that path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Okay, I could have done that in my Yoda voice, but distracted you would have been. It's fun every time I do that. But Luke knows something else. Even though the dark side is powerful, and even though Darth Vader himself, that's his famous line, right? You don't know the power of the dark side. But he knows that he's got new information. What does he do with it? Fortunately, he's got a little bit of time between the movies to figure it out. And he takes his time and he realizes that yes, the dark side is powerful, but not powerful enough to extinguish all the good from even the most evil of men. And he knows that if you can turn to the dark side, you can also turn to the light. And he knows he has to try. He has to pursue his father. And he does. Which brings us to the end of Return of the Jedi, the last movie. And here we are in the throne room of the Death Star, the second Death Star. And there are only 3 people in this throne room. There's Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and the Emperor. And the Emperor is the one who actually turned Darth Vader to the dark side. And it's 2 against 1. And they are working on him, and Luke turns to the dark side. See, not even Luke is all good. He lets his anger, fear, and aggression take him over. And he force grabs his lightsaber, and he takes a swipe at the Emperor to take him out. He's blocked by Darth Vader, and the Emperor is saved for the moment. But Luke gets his heart back. He turns back to the light side. He throws his lightsaber away, and he says, I will not turn. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. And the Emperor says, if you will not turn, then you will die. And he gets Force lightning. And he starts to torture Luke, getting him down, and Luke is writhing in pain on the ground, and Darth Vader is watching all of this. And finally, Luke cries out, Father, please, help me. And in a move that no one but Luke could have foreseen, Darth Vader picks up the Emperor, throws him off the bridge, and he's destroyed. Exactly. But Darth Vader is also mortally wounded in the process. And he dies soon after. But the beauty of this story for me is that it's not one rescue and one redemption. It's 2. The Father and the Son rescue and redeem each other. Not all bad and not all good save each other. And to put that in terms that we understand in this galaxy and not in a galaxy quite so far, far away, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Has not, will not, cannot. No one who turns to the dark side cannot be turned back to the light. Thank you.